What's up? What's up? Shout out to the Dream Team, everybody that's here. What's going on? I'm sending these messages out real quick before we get started. I see my sister Sky Zone is in the building. Glad to see you back with us. Glad to see you doing great. Everybody shout out Sky Zone. Everybody shout out each other in the Dream Team chat because we all we got. Let's get it going. Okay, cool. I can hear it now. I can hear better. Had to tweak something a little bit. We all we got. And we moving forward. However, what I just discovered, I don't like. What I just seen, I don't like. No matter how you try to spin it, no matter how you try to look at it, it's something fishy in the water when it comes to R. Kelly. I'm gonna say it again. It's something very fishy in the water when it comes to R. Kelly. I'm gonna say it again. It's something very fishy in the water when it comes to R. Kelly. Whether we want to believe it or not, something fishy. So let's get going. Let's go. Who am I?
A storm is coming.
outside, then you gon' get perked. Niggas say the word and we gon' perk. We gon' perk. We gon' perk. Bloody nightmares, all I dream is perk. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get perked. Niggas say the word and we gon' perk. We gon' perk. We gon' perk.
Fuck as you on, fuck as you niggas is on. We kicking the door, we busting the floor, we getting your family gone. Blood in the air, I'm smelling it now. No stopping the bully, I'm gunning you down. You niggas is kings.
Yo, what you? What?
ACT, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official DanaJay, Levi for Kelly, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Take it off. Look, you got some weed? Gotta get some. All right, hurry up. These and them here, everybody here, we waiting on you. All right.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
Say you love it, what you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We have tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass count, gotta make it last now. Start off slow, then I'ma beat it up.
Hey, yo, lesson here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
Get the bag. Get the bag. Y'all niggas know what it is. You know we get the bag. Get the bag, the bag. And you know we get the bag, the bag, the bag. And you know I gets the bag, the bag, the bag. We get the bag, the bag, the bag. 2 feet, look at the whip, look at the whip. Check out the wrist, check out the wrist. Walk in the club, already lit, already lit. Got niggas on wait, hold up. Got bitches on go, come on, come on. Got perp out a pound, so you. Get the bag, get the bag. Y'all niggas know what it is. You know we get the bag, get the bag, the bag. And you know we get the bag, the bag, the bag. And you know I gets the bag, the bag, the bag. We get the bag, the bag, the bag. 2 feet, look at the whip, look at the whip. Check out the wrist, check out the wrist. Walk in the club, already lit, already lit. Got niggas on wait, hold up. Got bitches on go, come on, come on. Got perp out a pound, so you know we gon' blow, you know we gon' blow. She throwing pussy, so I'm throwing money. Bend it over, now she putting it on me. Left a man to come to VIP, nigga looking like he wanna run up on me. Nah, just in case 100,000 on me. Yeah, one for calling, that's 100 homies. Yeah, 20 bitches out the club, and take them to the crib, and give the whole pot of that. Yeah. And you know we get the bag, no grocery, we really get the bag. Pull up in the 4, hop up with a phone, hit the mall and pop tag. Hey. When a nigga was a young boy, all I thought about was getting the cash. Yeah, nigga getting the money now, so you know a nigga gon' brag. Bragging, still keep it hood, kills all good, jeans still on side. On side, bank account need to work out 'cause it's so fat. And you know we get the bag. You know we get the bag. Run it up. And you know I gets the bag. Run it up. 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 Hey. Run it up, run it up. She wanna ride around in the Billy truck. Her and a nigga, they done broke it up. Way back in the Maybach, suck it up. Private plane with the gang, take a trip. It's your man, you was saying she the rip. I get the bag, hop in the limo when I do the dash. My heart on my pick is all glass. When we get your bitch and I smash. I'ma suicide the dough just a flex. I'ma put the product with the Saint Laurent, yeah. I'ma turn 100 to a million, no finesse. I'ma take a jet with the gang, cause we blessed. And my neck, white coat, VVS. I'ma put the paddock on, crystal light milk. I can get the bag, no help with myself. I'ma buy everything on the shelf. Now we in Dubai with the water like Phelps. Can you keep a secret, be quiet, don't tell. Young nigga up my wealth. I'm up, my drip ain't felt, my club ain't felt. I feel like this my year. Spend $250,000 on my ear. I'ma get the bag all year. I'ma hit your bitch from the rear. Hop up in the coupe, hit the gears. Riding in the race with the shears. You know we get the bag. And you know we get the bag. And you know I gets the bag. We get the bag.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Dream Team? How you living? Yeah, man, I'm late. I ain't come this morning because I had a lot of running around to do. You know, it's graduation season, so I had to send stuff here, send stuff there, go do this, go do that. But hey, I'm here. Like I said, it's something fishy. It's something fishy. It's something fishy in the water. Dana, what are you talking about, man? How is it something fishy in the water? People want to know, how is it something fishy in the water? Well, I'm going to tell you how it's something fishy in the water. I got some things in front of me. And I was just looking at some things that's going on. Now, let's run down a timeline about something. No. Let me touch on some things before we go into something. The other night, I read The Motion last night, right? So I woke up this morning and I got a link to a hating lady who I don't talk to, I don't discuss, I don't like, none of that. My question is, when you want to clout chase off of me, I understand how you get it. I understand you got to get it how you try to get it. But at the end of the day, hating on me ain't getting you nowhere. You've been doing it for a whole year and a half. So I'm laughing at you, okay? I'm not responding to you, okay? We all know that you on a Don Russell train and you love Don Russell and this and this. Look, we the dream team over here. We rock for R. Kelly. We rock for Robert Sylvester Kelly. Don't none of these factions or nothing mean nothing to us. We ain't here to try to get close to his friends. We ain't here to try to get close to nobody who claims to be there for Robert. Why? Because I already have a connection to Robert. So I'm not needing none of y'all. I'm not coming out here to come out, oh no, get me close to Robert. Man, those days, what? Really? Those days, really? I never had one of those days. Make it make sense. So you call yourself trying to counter everything I do and say, right? Now I'm about to show the world why I will not react to you. You running around with a cat suit on, and it ain't even Halloween yet, and a little Matchbox closet. Sweetie, And in the back, you had, it looked like you was trying to do a photo shoot with a background and a boogie board. Check this out. You can't come from nobody. One stink puss. So please just go ahead and be about Don Russell, do what y'all do, and leave us alone. We don't care about you. We don't care about your ideology. And the reason why we don't care about your ideology, because of this reason right here. We going forward blast. So we don't care who you link up with, and who you link up with don't like us because we don't like them. Okay? Make it make sense. We like the ones that like us. If they don't like us, then we don't like them. But we just pray for all. Make it make sense. However, I'm looking at this Eastern District of New York timeline. And I'm going to start from 4/3/2022. Right? 4/3/2022. And if anybody want to come up on a panel, we can have a panel. Just say drop the link. If you want me to drop the link, I'll drop the link. But however, let me do this so that way I can know correctly who's really where. Let's do it like this so that way I know. Okay. They bugging. They bugging for real. Okay. What's up, Henderson? What's up, bro? Shout out to everybody over on Facebook land. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to folks wherever you may be. Too early for that. Let's go. Too early for that. All right. Cool. So I got it everywhere I look. Both sides. If you want to come up, just say drop the link. So as I look at it, and I'm starting at 4/3/2022, and that'll be motion 280. And that's the motion for leave to file access pages and reply to government's response and opposition to defendant's Rule 29 motion by Robert Sylvester Kelly. And that was signed, and that was filed by Jennifer Bonjean. 4/4/2022, order granting 280 motion for leave to file access pages as to Robert Sylvester Kelly. Okay, so whatever was in that motion, y'all, is set up for another motion on 4/4/2022, which is motion 281, response and opposition, reply to 279 motion, first motion to continue sentencing by USA, right? 4/4. Oh, and that was done by, again, that was done by the USA. That was Shahada and Nadia Shahada. So 4/4/2022, 282, reply to response to motion, reply 273 motion for acquittal of the charges by Ms. Jennifer Bonjean. That must have made that. Those two motions that Ms. Bonjean filed then must have made Ann Donnelly mad, because in 283, the reply to response to motion response 270, first motion for new trial, attachments 1, declaration Robert S. Kelly, Jennifer Bonjean, that was entered. Now watch this. On 4/5, Ann Donnelly come back with an order granting in part and denying in part. Wait a minute. You grant part of the motion, but you deny part of the motion. So she granted in part and denied in part, number 279 motion, to continue sentencing as to Robert Sylvester Kelly. 1. The court denies the application to adjourn the sentence until after the completion of the trial of the NDIL. Watch this. Catch this. I'm going to read it again. The court denies the application to adjourn the sentence until after the completion of the trial in the NDIL. I'm going to say it again. The court denies the application to adjourn. Adjourn means to put on hold. The sentence of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly until after the completion of the trial in the NDIL. But because, check it, but because pre-sentence report was filed today, and that was on 4/5/2022, she's only granting an adjournment until 6/16/2022. Write them dates down. She said, but because pre-sentence report was filed today, and only because it was filed on 4/5/2022, she's granting an adjournment until 6/16/2022. So walk with me for a second. You denied the part to adjourn it until after the NDIL. But because the pre-sentence was filed on the 5th, you agreed to a later date, which was only 27 days later from the original date, I believe. Think. I want you to write this down. Or if you don't write it down, remember it. She said, order granting in part and denying in part. Write that down. The court denies the application to adjourn the sentence until after the completion of the NDIL trial. But because the pre-sentence report was filed on 4/5/2022, she's granting the adjournment until 6/16/2022 at 10:30 a.m. in her courtroom. I'm going to skip down to 4/5/2022 again. Motion 285. Letter motion for reconsideration. Response order on motion to continue sentencing by Robert Sylvester Kelly through Ms. Jennifer Bongine. Okay. She comes back on 4/5. Order as to Robert Sylvester Kelly. The government is directed to respond to the defendant's 285 motion for reconsideration by April the 7th, 2022. We all waited for that time frame and they didn't respond by April the 7th, 2022. They responded a day after April the 7th, 2022. And remember that big debacle. So then I'm gonna skip all the way down and I'm gonna come to 4/14/2022, motion 289. Order as to Robert Sylvester Kelly. The defendant 285 motion for reconsideration is denied. Ordered by Judge Ann M. Donnelly. I'm gonna read it again. Motion 289. Order as to Robert Sylvester Kelly. The defendant 285 motion for consideration to, continue the sentence is denied. Okay. So the government come back, motion 290, letter filed under seal regarding juror questionnaires pursuant to the court's April 13th, 2022 electronic order as to Robert Sylvester Kelly. Then they have the attachment stuff on the seal. Motion 291 on 4/19/2022. Motion 291. Motion for extension of time to file objections to PSR by Robert Sylvester Kelly through Ms. Jennifer Bongine. On 4/20/292, objection to pre-sentence investigation report by Robert Sylvester Kelly by Ms. Jennifer Bongine. Here's where it gets sticky. 4/21, motion 293, letter dated April 21st, 2022, correcting and supplanting the government's April 19th, 2022 letter regarding filing of juror questionnaire pursuant to the court's April 13th, 2022 order. Why would the government have to come back and correct what they did and supplant? So I'm not Webster. I don't know exactly what supplanting is. So what I do is I go look it up. And when I look it up, it's a verb. Just so y'all know, let me share this with y'all. Supplant means to supersede and replace. We've seen a lot of that going on in New York. Another discovery could supplant the original finding. So on 4/21/2022, the government corrected and supplanted, meaning they corrected and replaced. So they corrected and they replaced that motion to supersede the motion that they did before. If supplant means to supersede and replace, supplanting have to mean to supersede and replace as well. So what they did was they corrected and replaced the old motion, and this motion supersedes the old motion. That's why they hate us, because we don't run off of bull crap. We sit back and we do what we have to do, and we learn together. However, motion blank motion on 4/27/2022, the rescheduling order as to Robert Sylvester Kelly due to a change. Check this out. All of a sudden, after Ms. Bongine objected to the pre-sentence investigation report, and after the government comes back and correct and supplant their old motion, so 293 wipes out 290. Jennifer Bongine come back and gives a rescheduling order as to Robert Sylvester Kelly. Due to a change in the court schedule, the sentencing set for 6/16/2022 is reset for 6/15/2022 at 10:30 a.m. in Ann Donnelly courtroom. Let me read it again for the slow people, for the people that's out there in the lawn that's trying to figure out what's going on. Rescheduling order as to Robert Sylvester Kelly due to a change in the court's schedule. The sentencing set for 6/16/2022 is reset for 6/15/2022 at 10:30 a.m. Dana, what is the point of you doing this? Here comes the meat. On 5/16, which was yesterday, motion 294, the government puts an objection to pre-sentence investigation report by USA as to Robert Sylvester Kelly, government's response to the defendant's objections. And then they put in 295. Objection to pre-sentence investigation report by USA as to Robert Sylvester Kelly, filed with the probation department on April 19th, 2022. Watch this. They both are under seal. So Ms. Bonjean putting it out there of what she filing and what she's saying, but the government is hiding now and going under seal, which brings me to this point. I want to read this because I want y'all to see how corrupt the government is. United States versus Arline. Everybody know who Richard Arline was. The man that lied and said that R. Kelly, made them do a bribe on Azriel and it came out to be false. The man that said that R. Kelly was sleeping with him and that came out to be false. The man turned around and said only thing he wanted to do was get some money out the deal, and Robert ain't had no knowledge of what's going on. But look at it. It says United States versus Arline, 21 CR 0044. Dear Judge Donnelly, it's a Dear Judge Donnelly, as you know, I represent Richard Arline in the above referenced matter. Mr. Arline is scheduled to be sentenced by the court on June the 1st, 2022. I write with the consent of the government. Here we go. Informant. I write with the consent of the government to request a brief adjournment of Mr. Arline's sentence to June 9th, 10th, or 13th, 2022. The defense needs additional time in order to obtain additional letters in support of his sentencing and to meet with Mr. Arline in connection with his sentencing. Let's read that again. Dear Judge Donnelly, as you know, I represent Richard Arline in the above referenced matter. Mr. Arline is scheduled to be sentenced by the court on June the 1st, 2022. I write with the consent of the government to request a brief adjournment of Mr. Arline's sentencing to June the 9th, 10th, or 13th, 2022. The defense needs additional time in order to obtain additional letters in support of his sentencing and to meet with Mr. Arline in connection with sentencing. Respectfully submitted, Cesar de Castro. Well, if Ann Donnelly was of any scruple, she would tell a man, no, I'm not going to delay R. Kelly's, so I'm not going to delay his. But when I look up, Ann Donnelly ain't waste no time. That right there, what I just read was motion number 35. So here's the response. Order granting 35 motion to continue sentencing as to Richard Arline Jr. Sentencing set for 6/1/2022 is reset for 6/14/2022 at 3 p.m. in her courtroom. Stop. Roberts was pushed up to 6/15 from 6/16. He has been pushed back from June the 1st to June the 14th. Now, did that make sense to y'all? Or do you agree that there's something fishy in the water? I just want to know. Do y'all agree that it's something fishy in the water, or do you understand what's going on? It's not making sense. This 6/16 date should have stood, but no, you pushed it back to 6/15. You pushed Richard Arline up to 6/14, but Don Russell's is when? Right after Robert's start in Chicago. I get it, Ann Donnelly, that, and the damage is done. You got the lies, you gave them partial immunity, and you're gonna slap them on the wrist. Don't do that no more, but we got the big fish. So I see what's going on. Every time Don Russell get a new lawyer, his get pushed back 60 days. Robert get a new lawyer, whether it be in Chicago or New York, it don't get no 60 day, no 45 day, no 25 day. It got to keep going. So I get it. The informants get special privileges, while the big fish, which is really innocent, who is really innocent, got to be persecuted. Get it? I get it. But what I don't get is this right here. In federal court and in state court. In state court, the DVD provided by Michael Avenatti wouldn't play. In federal court, they said everything we got is in support of Robert Sylvester Kelly, so we shouldn't be liable to hand that over to his team. They should go get it. Okay. All of a sudden, y'all have 3 tapes, possibly 4. They supposed to be very clear and show it's Robert Sylvester Kelly, right? Well, chain of custody have to be broken because you can't transfer from VHS to DVD. You have to show the same DVD that y'all showed before. You can't show a DVD with a mole on the back of this person, because in the last trial, the 2008, 2000, the acquittal, it wasn't no mole back there. So you can't sit back and say that this is the real thing. But I got a question. And the question is what might make people jump on the panel. Is going to raise questions. And the questions go like this. Shout out to Justice for R. Kelly. I'm going to brighten it up. I'm going to make it bigger so that way y'all can see these questions. Joseph Tully said, what if you were convicted and sent to prison based on planted evidence the FBI loaded on your disc while in their control? Your disk scanned clean when inventory. Then later rescanned and 37 new contraband files appear. Would you fight for your liberty? And look who he tagged, R. Kelly. I have a question. Why would Joseph Tully say that? Mind you, they all talk. The lawyers talk with the judges and the prosecutors, they all talk. We have to go back to the lawyer for the government that left. I mean, the prosecutor for the government that left. She's good friends with Joseph Tully. So what if you were convicted and sent to prison based on planted evidence the FBI loaded on your disk while in their control? Your disk scanned clean when inventory, then later rescanned and 37 new contraband files appear. Would you fight for your liberty? That right there makes me say, Then he tags R. Kelly. I'm wondering what's going on. Do we have a clue about what the government is trying to do to you, Robert? So Justice for RK said Keith Raniere's lawyer talks about the FBI planting evidence and framing R. Kelly and Keith. Keith was the leader of hashtag NXIVM. Do anybody know what that is? If y'all can get me what that is, I'll definitely look it up and we'll come back with it. But make this make sense. The prosecutor that left the Chicago federal case is great friends with Joseph Tully. She mentioned him a couple times and he responded back. I wish I had my old Twitter account. I'll show you. But no, I don't have it. This is a new Twitter account. Shout out to Elon Musk. He let me come back to Twitter and I can talk all the trash I want and post what I want. And don't got to worry about getting banned. So Joseph Tully, this question sticks in my mind. This question sticks in my mind that Joseph Tully proposes. And at the same token, I'm going to ask another question. In New York, when the trial started, he was charged with the Mann Act. And he was Robert Kelly, I'm talking about. He was charged with Mann Act, and he was charged with racketeering, right? At no time during that 6 weeks of that trial have I heard anybody say that they was a sex slave. At no point in that trial did I hear where anybody said that Robert was a pedophile. At no point at that trial did I hear Robert was running a sex cult. So what I'm getting to is, if none of that is saying or been said in court, why are idiots running with it on the internet and in their personal lives because of their prospective feelings about Robert Sylvester Kelly? Can we make this make sense? So I'm gonna read the question again. What if you were convicted and sent to prison based on planted evidence the FBI loaded on your disk while in their control? Your disk scanned clean when inventory. Your disk scanned clean when inventory? Your disk scan clean when inventory. I'll say it again. Your disk scan clean when inventory. Then later, rescanned, and 37 new contraband files appeared. Would you fight for your liberty? And I'm going to leave that question there for a second, just so you can ponder on it. Because at the end of the day, they running this through R. Kelly like he's a test project in a goddamn laboratory. They running it like, oh, we can just run it on him. Nobody would care. And to a degree, they were right for a while. Now everybody want to start waking up. Oh, this R. Kelly thing is wrong. This is wrong. But where was this when it first happened? Where was this when it first happened? Because ain't none of y'all cared then. I'm glad y'all woke now. But where's the outrage for an innocent man? That's all I want to know. Where's the outrage for an innocent man? You know what? I'm going to put this here for a second. I'm going to let Kels talk to y'all. Hold on.
M's from the label. All these hits out, but I couldn't put food on the table. I was told I had to sell my cars. I was told I couldn't get a loan. Said I owed 20 million to the IRS and they was coming to get my home. I admit I was feeling stupid standing in the Homewood Suites. Disrespect. Sipping Hennessy, trying to figure out what happened to me. There was so much going through my head, cause I knew that something wasn't right. I just couldn't put my finger on it, but my spirit had better eyes. It told me what it saw, and it scared the shit out of me. It said get rid of them all, it's nothing but vultures around me. I admit that I love my fans for all the push and support they've shown. I admit if it wasn't for them, I would have never stayed strong. Now I'm not tripping on all of these rumors, that don't bother me. And I'm not paying attention to these haters, that don't bother me. But what blows me is when certain people turn phony. They say, Rob, I got your back, Rob, you the man, but they really doubting me. Bitch, you know who you are. Bitch, I bought you a car. Bitch, you stayed at my crib. I loved you with all my heart. Now I don't like to brag when it comes to me, but I've given back to the community, from the non-profits to the charities. But of course you never hear that about me. To them niggas that drink my liquor and smoke my stogies. How come you ain't on Facebook taking up for me when you're around me most of the day? And you know that I'm a good brother. Always got your hands out, it ain't no doubt that y'all niggas ain't nothing but blood suckers. Plus, y'all ain't bringing nothing to the table. Yeah, nigga, and you know it's real talk. Taking pictures with me for your Instagram, but when I need you, you're quick to get lost. Robert J and Joanne, my kids. What you're hearing out here about that? Guys, I'm sorry for this. I'm so sorry, I can't imagine what y'all must be going through. Every day it's something about me, my God, it must be killing you. I promise there'll be better days. Just keep walking straight. I know you must be worried, but just know that I'm okay. For me, things has gotten rough. Right now, I can't say too much, but for y'all, I will stay tough. Daddy just needs y'all to trust and believe in me. I admit that I've told the truth, and I'm still not free. Still won't hate me. They still won't stone me. Still won't chain me. Think they won't kill me. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. Must be worried, but
he telling you right here, listen.
Just know that I'm okay. For me, things has gotten rough. Right now, I can't say too much, but for y'all, I will stay tough. Daddy just needs y'all to trust and believe in me. I admit that I've told the truth, and I'm still not free. Still won't hate me. They still won't stone me. Still won't chain me. Think they won't kill me. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
No disrespect to Chi-Town, my home, but we've gotta learn how to support our own. I admit that my heart cries for my city, cause we're losing young lives in the city. Instead of judging me, y'all should be using me to help these kids, raise them out of depression and poverty. Now I'm not saying I'm no savior, but I could be an inspiration. This is an invitation. Man, I admit I go through so much day to day. Got 23 lawyers, 3 or 4 managers. What am I doing? Show me the way. The only thing I have left is my voice, and now I have to use it for my protection, because they left me no choice. See, my work has nothing to do with my private life, so stay the fuck out of my business and tend to your own damn life. So go ahead, say what you wanna say about who I wanna date, but you won't say that shit to my face, cause you know it ain't shit to say. Next nigga bring me some dumb shit, it's gonna be a misunderstanding, cause niggas that listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got no life, so they always conjuring up dumb shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half, and so they making assumptions. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I fear. There is one thing that's for sure, and I wanna make this shit clear. So go ahead, say what you wanna say about who I wanna date, but you won't say that shit to my face, cause you know it ain't shit to say. Next nigga bring me some dumb shit, it's gonna be a misunderstanding, cause niggas that listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got no life, so they always conjuring up dumb shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half, and so they making assumptions. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I fear. Next nigga bring me some dumb shit, it's gonna be a misunderstanding, cause niggas that listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got no life, so they always conjuring up dumb shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half, and so they making assumptions. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I fear. There is one are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got no life, so they always conjuring up dumb shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half, and so they making assumptions. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I fear. There is one thing that's for sure, and I wanna make this shit clear. And niggas that listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half and salt. They make an assumption. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I fear. There is one thing that's for sure, and I wanna make this shit clear. I lift my voice and represented my country for 31 fucking years. Damn it, I admit.
So my question is, how would you feel if you was found guilty when you're innocent and you got to go to jail behind assumptions and people feelings? Ain't no time to sit back and debate and go back and forth. That's wasting time. Now is the time to go hard and put out real facts. So Joseph Tully asked us all, what if you were convicted and sent to prison based on planted evidence the FBI loaded on your disk while in their control? Your disk scanned clean when inventory, then later rescanned and 37 new contraband files appear. Would you fight for your liberty? That would be a good question. So I'm gonna ask you this. The R. Kelly Defense Fund, aka masked as the dollar for the king, was a good tool for people to donate to on a regular basis. There wasn't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nobody get scammed. To this day, can't nobody prove that a scam happened. But if you notice, the planted folks, they had to run amok and make it seem like it was something wrong with it, all behind their leaders' profile and demeanor. And because the funds for R. Kelly wasn't going to them, but it was going to where Robert needed it to go at the time, they ran a smear campaign. These are the same people that says, we for R. Kelly, free R. Kelly. But they on here showing you something different. They on here telling you R. Kelly ain't worth being defended. There's no honor in defending a pedophile. Throw R. Kelly under the bus. Same people running around saying they'll slap the shit out of R. Kelly and they'll slap the shit out of one of his supporters. Same people that run around and say they don't need R. Kelly. But yet and still, they running down the street talking about one man ain't no enterprise. People, you got to wake up and know who the real folks are versus the fake. Because now we are entering into a time where nobody have time to bicker and tell y'all who's real and who's not. You got to see for yourself. You got to know for yourself. Make it make sense. Hold on.
and have the other sister cater a meal. And everything like that, and from there we'll move forward.
Okay, I got you. Got you, Pastor. All right.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, no problem. All right. Man, I couldn't play all that, but it was my pastor calling me about some stuff. So, oh yeah, I'm with it. Saving lives. That's what we're about. Saving lives. Also, real quick, a shameless plug, but a plug. Anybody that have females as daughters, sisters, aunts, that's in that impressionable stage, the shirt that I'm wearing is a tour. It's called Girls Who Brunch. It's about saving lives of young females and making sure they don't fall victims to the street and sex trafficking. When you hear the Girls Who Brunch tour coming to your city, get with me. If you know me, get with me. I will see what I can do to get you on the list for that city. But I want you at the conference because you have speakers there. I might be at one of the conferences. I know I'm speaking in Vegas. I'm speaking in Atlanta. And I'm speaking in LA. I do know that. So I will be speaking as far as the law enforcement piece. So I'm just saying, if you have family, primarily daughters, sisters, cousins, that's in that impressionable age range, go to the website, the Girls Who Brunch Tour website, and look at what's going on, all right? All right, now I'm back to what we're saying. At the end of the day, Robert is a true victim. And you see these people that's parading around YouTube that's, oh my God, Robert locked up. Oh God, good. They giving parade parties. Anybody that support Robert, they want to say that they gay, that they with them. They want to throw temper tantrums because you speaking truth that their friends have put out. And because they don't want to believe it, because that's their friends, whether they messy or not. This is what happens. So at the end of the day, let's go here. They praise a man who was found guilty for whatever reason that he had to do what he did. But they down a man who was innocent that they want to believe he's guilty. Make it make sense. I'm going to say it again. They praise a man who is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt of what he did for whatever reason at that time that he did it. But they down a man, ridicule a man, stone a man, lie on a man that's innocent, but they want them to be guilty for whatever reason that they believe. The question that I have is this right here. How can a guilty man be righteous, but an innocent man be faulty? But at the same token, this is America. Go get your dance hall. Didn't Donald Glover tell y'all? This is America. Donald Glover told y'all what it was, right? We are living in a time where right is wrong and wrong is right. I've never seen no crap like this happen. But in the same token, I never seen the righteous forsaken. So yes, we pray for this man because we believe, some of us know that this man is innocent. At the end of the day, this man only have us as a voice. As Prima say, we all we got. So before we get out of here tonight, I'm gonna say this. Go support my bro, Chris Terry, man. Go like, share, subscribe his page. He's on one and he's going hard. Go like, share, subscribe Prima Donna's page. She's on one. Go like, share, subscribe. Go support my sis Sky Zone. She's on one and she's back. So now I can get my A, B, and C selections. She's on one. Go support my homie Sky Life. No, she's not Sky Zone, but she's Sky Life. She's on one. And she go hard for kids. Go support the Levi for Kelly, where the game is to be sold, not to be told. Hold on. Hold on now. Hold on. Go support Levi for Kelly page. He's on one. Go support Senator Sane. I'm quite sure his stuff's still up. Let's pray for him to come back, but go support the content that he put up. Go support Fantasia Habisham. She have the great crafts going on. And since I heard another person talk about, oh, you posted Fantasia's post and you didn't pitch in a dime. No, just to let you know one thing to another. It wasn't to have a response. It wasn't for clout. It wasn't for gloating. It was to show what a single mama is doing for a single dad that happens to be her brother. It shows that when you support somebody, the bond can never be broken when you support the right way. So for all the stupid people that thought it was about clout chasing, that thought it was about recognition, no, it wasn't. See, we over here, we're a family. And when Fantasia put it up, I put it up. So don't worry about who donated or not. Oh, no, she said that nobody donated. She can tell you anything. How you know I didn't donate after she put that post up? Sometimes it pays to mind your business because you make an ass out yourself every time you assume. Make it make sense. Go support my big sis, Georgia girl. She got the arts and crafts popping. She on one. And she loved R. Kelly. Go support King Mano. He's the newbie to the block. But he's on one. Go support Tomorrow Leader Sports Network. It don't get no better than that. We rocking over here on the sports channel. He gonna give you everything you need from A to Z. And guess what? He all about them HBCUs. Go support my big brother, Big Vi Opinion. When you want that cranberry sauce cut and you can't catch DanaJay, Big Vi Opinion is coming to slice you a little bit. just to maintain you and keep that taste in your mouth until I spin that block. Oh, yeah. Big Vibe opinion, definitely on one. Who did I miss? Don't forget Brooke. Right now, she DDTing in the beef sector. So go holler at her if you want to know how to beef on the internet. She definitely on one. At the end of the day, it is what it is. The dream team and affiliates, we rock together. Yes, we have bad days, but we have a lot more good days. And it's okay. Sometimes to be lied to and be persuaded that I'm the bad guy, I get it. But if you ever look at a superhero and a villain, when people lie on the villain and the superhero, what can you take from it? Is it really true? Or is it fluff just to make you feel like I got to go with this group of people? Ask yourself this question. If the government and the affiliates is so on point and so down to earth and so for sure that their ruling is 100% true, why you get mad when the truth come out? Then you go on your platform and start yelling and all this. You just make me say, why you want to argue? No. I just want to speak the truth for R. Kelly. So like I say, I ain't going to hold y'all long. I got some ribs that I just made in the air fryer. Check this out. I'm going to give y'all the whole song now. For the people who never heard I Admit, here it go. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Don't forget Toxic Diamond, baby. And the Diamond Corner. Don't forget Toxic Diamond up there. She definitely gonna slam bam and give you some. Peace. I love every last one of y'all. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to chill with DanaJay. Now check this out. I'm gonna give you the song, then I'm gonna come back with an advertisement, then I'm gonna close it out. Remember, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you chose to hang out with me. And elephants don't swat flies. Jets fly over turbulence. And you have to be great to get, and you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important, all of y'all. Be yourself. DanaJay signing off. Let's go.
Chicago, nigga.
I admit I done made some mistakes.
Damn, son,
and I
where'd
have some
you find
imperfect
this?
ways. I admit I helped so many people, and them same damn people turn fake. I admit it was so hard to focus. I didn't go to classes. I admit that I dropped out of school. I admit that I wasn't that cool. I admit I just feel like retiring. Admit I just don't feel like trying. But all my real niggas around me keep telling me, Kels, fuck that, you gotta keep climbing. I admit it, I did. I done fuck with a couple of fans. I admit I'm a gift and a curse. I admit that I don't go to church. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I got so many flaws. Told so many lies to these bras. Blew so much money, pop so many bottles. Yeah, I fuck a bitch just because. Nigga, I had a hell of a day, but I admit I was in my own way. I admit I had my mama crying over me. What else can a nigga say? I admit I can't spell for shit. I admit that all I hear is hits. I admit I couldn't read the teleprompter when the Grammys asked me to present. I admit I love God, but wait, it's so much temptation, but wait. Admit to the drinking and smoking too much, but it helped me get through the day. Won't say no names, I'm not a snitch, but one night at the Ritz, I did some shit I shouldn't have did. Went and fucked my niggas big. I admit that I did. I fucked my girlfriend's best friend. Yeah, I topped that in back of my Benz. I admit I'm sorry for my sins. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I admit it, I did it. Yeah. I admit I trust people too much. Too much. I admit I can't say such and such, but my lawyers told me settle this, even though it's bullshit. Kelly, protect your career. All these people in my ear. I admit I've been tempted by drugs. I admit that I just need a hug. I admit the devil talk to me sometimes, but the devil's not who I trust. I've been fucked by so many damn managers. Why they push me out front of these cameras? All this music got engaged them, and now they play me like a fucking amateur. I got a life, yeah. I got a right, yeah. Cancel my shows. That shit ain't right. How they gon' say I don't respect these women when all I've done is represent? Take my career and turn it upside down, cause you met I've got some girlfriends. Hell with this record deal, it ain't worth this shit for real. Ain't seen my kids in years, they try and lock me up like Bill. How much can a nigga take? How much can a nigga pray? Just wanna do my music, stop stressing me. Please just let me age gracefully. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. They took my gift and they blind me. Where in the fuck is my money? Now here come this big ass conspiracy. I still got my fans, that's a blessing. Listen to heaven, just stay on my grind, and that's 24/7. And I know my mama Joanne is smiling down on me. I put that on reverend. Been a grown man since age 11. Mad on the guap since 7. Rest in peace to my homie Kevin. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I'm a freak. Used to go to strip clubs every week. But who these niggas trying to say I am? Man, I'm not, and I put that on chief. I admit I fuck with all the ladies. That's both older and young ladies. But tell me how they call it pedophile because of that shit, that's crazy. You may have your opinions, entitled to your opinions. But really, am I supposed to go to jail or lose my career because your opinion? Yeah, go ahead and stone me. Point your finger at me. Turn the world against me. But only God can mute me. I admit that I fired some people. I admit that I hired new people. I admit that those people I fired on my mama was crooked ass people. I admit that I don't own my music. I admit that I rule on my music. Want it back, but they don't wanna do it. What the fuck, nigga, I wrote that music. I did that bump and grind, I did that 12 play, I did that fed up, I changed the damn game. So I deserve me a fair play. So put some respect on my damn name. Now Wendy Williams mad with me, but I ain't never offer her no drink. But I admit that she asked me, can I get a little Hennessy? Then we both turned off our phone. We drink, I smoke, we talk. And I admit that I told it all, from my good points to my faults. She said, what about Ali? I said, love. She said, what about the tape? I said, hush. I said, my lawyer said, don't say none. But I can tell you I've been set up. I admitted how ever since the first day, that without knowing I signed my publishing away. I admitted I was young and caught up, so blind, yeah. Said I had dyslexia, couldn't read all the contracts, yeah. And now the truth in this message is I'm a broke-ass legend. The only reason I stay on tour is cause I gotta pay my rent. I never thought that it would come to this, to being the most disrespected artist. So I had to write a song about it, cause they always take my words and twist it. Believe me, it's hard to admit all this, but I'm in my feelings about this shit. But I had to set the fucking record straight. So I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. I admit I love Steve Harvey, John Legend and Tom Joyner. They're doing good in their lives right now. Why would they wanna tear down another brother? Women show black men some love, cause black men, we go through enough. How can we get up off the ground when we steady tear each other down? I admit that the devil is busy, and some people beside me ain't with me. I admit that I'm gonna do this music up until the Lord come get me. Now, I admit a family member touched me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. From a child to the age 14. While I laid asleep, took my virginity. So scared to say something, so I just put the blame on me. Now here I am and I'm trying my best to be honest. Cause there's forces out there trying to keep me from being an artist. I admit I'm at rock bottom, and this shit has rocked my mind. I'm calling on my hood, come walk by my side. They don't want me to shine. Women's group, my God. Now don't get it twisted, I do support them, but why they wanna bring down the art? Damn, this is breaking my heart. Cause from fathers, mothers, sons and daughters, I'm a part of the music culture. Spotify took me off their playlist. I admit that I've been underrated. I'm not convicted, not arrested, but drag my name in the dirt. All this work to be successful when you abandon me cause of what you heard. I admit I am not perfect. I never said I was perfect. Say I'm abusing these women. What the fuck, that's some absurd shit. They brainwashed, really? Kidnapped, really? Can't eat, really? Real talk, that shit sounds silly. And if you really, really wanna know, her father dropped her off in my show and told his boy to put her on the stage. I admit that she was overage. I admit that I was feeling her, and I admit that she was feeling me. I admit that that's just some shit that come with being a celebrity. I ain't chasing these ladies, no. These ladies are chasing me, yeah. And I'm only saying all this shit cause how they tryna play me, yeah. I admit that this is no disrespect to the parents, but this is my advice to you cause I'm also a parent. Don't push your daughter in my face and tell me that it's okay, cause your agenda is to get paid and get mad when it don't go your way. I know y'all look at me like I don't go through things, but I'm human. I know it's hard sometimes, but try to keep in mind that I'm human. Fuck all the fortune and fame, forget the name, I'm a human. I can't believe all the under the table shit they doing. I'm tired of fingers pointed at me. I'm tired of all this weight on me. I'm tired of everybody want a piece of me. Shit, I'm not an ATM machine. What do I do when I can't do what I do? How can I win if I can't win with truth? Got a couple of dead homies that I promised I would make it out this shit. And I know that God's hands is on me, nigga. I'm gonna make it out this shit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I claim it. The storm's over. I admit I talked to Miss McGlynn. FYI, that's my second mother. I admit that I asked her, how am I gonna get the world off my shoulder? She said, son, don't you lose it. Sometimes you gotta go through it. They can say what they say, but at the end of the day, they cannot deny your music. Cause your music has touched people. It inspired all people overseas, everywhere. Don't worry, don't care. cause the anointing is on you. And that's why these haters is at you. So just keep on doing you, baby. You don't have to give these fools an explanation. I admit it, I made it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did it. What's the definition of a cult? What's the definition of a sex slave? Go to the dictionary, look it up, let me know, I'll be here waiting. Now I admit I got some girls that love me to pull their hair. And I admit they love me to talk dirty when I pull their hair. Yeah. Some like me to spank 'em, and some like to get brainy. And what some of these girls want is too much for the radio station. Look, I'm just a man, y'all, not a monster or beast. But I admit there are times when these girls so fine I'll chill to the nigga for a week. Now I admit I love Hugh Hefner, and through the years supported Hugh Hefner. But when he left this world he had a million girls, but we gon' always love Hugh Hefner. To Jim C. Regardless or whatever your name is. You've been trying to destroy me for 25 whole years. Writing the same stories over and over and over again. Off my name, you done went and made yourself a career. Well, guess what? I pray for you and your family and all my other enemies. I'm not gonna let y'all steal my joy. I'm just gonna keep on doing me. Now I don't know what else to say except I'm so falsely accused. Tell me, how can you judge when you never walked in my shoes? So easy to mess up someone else's life through social media, the devil in disguise. I admit I miss my brothers, but I admit they wasn't acting like brothers. Yeah, we've had our differences, but you don't turn on your brother for nothing, for no one, nada. Mama Joanne is watching, she must be turning over in her grave, yeah. I admit I had to borrow a couple of M's from the label. All these hits out, but I couldn't put food on the table. I was told I had to sell my cars. I was told I couldn't get a loan. Said I owed 20 million to the IRS and they was coming to get my home. I admit I was feeling stupid standing in the Homewood Suites. Disrespect. Sipping Hennessy, trying to figure out what happened to me. There was so much going through my head, cause I knew that something wasn't right. I just couldn't put my finger on it, but my spirit had better eyes. It told me what it saw, and it scared the shit out of me. It said get rid of them all, it's nothing but vultures around me. I admit that I love my fans for all the push and support they've shown. I admit if it wasn't for them, I would have never stayed strong. Now I'm not tripping on all of these rumors, that don't bother me. And I'm not paying attention to these haters, that don't bother me. But what blows me is when certain people turn phony. They say, Rob, I got your back, Rob, you the man, but they really doubting me. Bitch, you know who you are. Bitch, I bought you a car. Bitch, you stayed at my crib. I loved you with all my heart. Now I don't like to brag when it comes to me, but I've given back to the community, from the non-profits to the charities. But of course you never hear that about me. To them niggas that drink my liquor and smoke my stogies. How come you ain't on Facebook taking up for me when you're around me most of the day? And you know that I'm a good brother. Always got your hands out, it ain't no doubt that y'all niggas ain't nothing but blood suckers. Plus, y'all ain't bringing nothing to the table. Yeah, nigga, and you know it's real talk. Taking pictures with me for your Instagram, but when I need you, you're quick to get lost. Robert J. and Joanne, my kids, what you're hearing out here about that? Guys, I'm sorry for this. I'm so sorry, I can't imagine what y'all must be going through. Every day it's something about me, my God, it must be killing you. I promise there'll be better days. Just keep walking straight. I know you must be worried, but just know that I'm okay. For me, things has gotten rough. Right now, I can't say too much, but for y'all, I will stay tough. Daddy just needs y'all to trust and believe in me. I admit that I've told the truth, and I'm still not free. Still won't hate me. They still won't stone me. Still won't chain me. Think they won't kill me. I admit it, I admit it. I admit it, I did it. I admit it, I did. I admit it, I did.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
No disrespect to Chi-Town, my home, but we've gotta learn how to support our own. I admit that my heart cries for my city, cause we're losing young lives in the city. Instead of judging me, y'all should be using me to help these kids, raise them out of depression and poverty. Now I'm not saying I'm no savior, but I could be an inspiration. This is an invitation. Man, I admit I go through so much day to day. Got 23 lawyers, 3 or 4 managers. What am I doing? Show me the way. The only thing I have left is my voice, and now I have to use it for my protection, because they left me no choice. See, my work has nothing to do with my private life, so stay the fuck out of my business and tend to your own damn life. So go ahead, say what you wanna say about who I wanna date, but you won't say that shit to my face, cause you know it ain't shit to say. Next nigga bring me some dumb shit, it's gonna be a misunderstanding, cause niggas that listen to dumb shit are niggas that be on that dumb shit. They need a life cause they ain't got no life, so they always conjuring up dumb shit. Blocking my path, they don't know the half, and so they making assumptions. Since when do assumptions cost a man his whole career? Found guilty when you're innocent is the only test I fear. There is one thing that's for sure, and I wanna make this shit clear. I done lived my voice and represented my country for 31 fucking years. Damn it, I admit, I admit, I admit, I admit, I admit, I admit, I admit.
If you're looking for a social platform that's made for us, designed by us, created by us, come on over to wegotUps.com, www.wegotUps.com. Tell them, Q.
Yeah, what's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube. You know what it is, the West Coast Warlord, the Grand Wizard. Don Mega is in the house. Now check this out. I'm inviting you to join the official Black People Social Network.
For real?
WeGotUps.com. That's WeGotUps.com. 100% Black owned, man. I see you here, boys. I see you. You out there doing it, man. And as we say in the Big 3 League, we got ups, baby. So WeGotUps.com. Check it out, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, Black people, we definitely need to socialize, get together, figure out this system we are going through. So, you know, WeGotUps.com promises to be that place. Like I said, Black owned. Gotta love it. And you know, willing to make sure that you guys make a social connection. So WeGotUps.com, you know, from your homeboy Ice Cube. Got to throw up the dub, you know, for that. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, official Black People Social Network. You know, I get it right. Don't worry about nothing. Just join, man. Join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. WeGotUps.com, man. That's easy, man. We got ups, baby. We got ups. Your homeboy Ice Cube, and I'm out. Throwing up the dub for We Got Ups, man. Check it out.
And when you come over, turn that blue gray when you look up official DanaJay. I'm up out of here. Love every last one of y'all. Yeah. We out. Peace. Yup.
The boy never let me in, sick with the medicine. On the block, distributing right with the medicine. Haters don't like me, heard they wanna fight me. Teflon at your chest, I bet you can't fight these. Mad cause I'm getting dope, Pillsbury ill flow. Niggas love to move slow, you sick of me, don't care though. Yes, I'm a savage, out for the cabbage. Catch the boy armed up, full metal alchemist. Yes, I'm ill, and yeah, I'm so real. Coward ass niggas coming home without an appeal. Damn, how this getting done? Tell me what's the outcome? Anybody wanna see me? Tell them where the fuck I'm from. Patrol homes, red rum. Yeah, we get the job done. Out trying to stack chips, make these haters so sick. If they sick of that, then they really gon' be sick of this. Santa Claus Viper, haters Merry Christmas.
Swimming in you, hey, little mama. Said I wanna take a dip in your pool. Just go look out there. Hey.